In the Bhagavad Gita, Sankhya Yoga is one of the key teachings that Lord Krishna imparts to Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Sankhya Yoga focuses on knowledge, jnana, and the distinction between the eternal soul, Atman, and the temporary body. Here's a brief story that illustrates the essence of Sankhya Yoga in the Gita. The story of Arjuna's dilemma. The Bhagavad Gita begins with the great warrior Arjuna, standing on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, about to engage in a colossal war. As he looks at the opposing army, he sees his beloved relatives, revered teachers, and close friends standing against him. Filled with sorrow and confusion, Arjuna loses his will to fight and drops his bow. He questions the morality of the battle and refuses to engage in violence against his own family. In this moment of crisis, Lord Krishna, Arjuna's charioteer, takes the opportunity to impart deep spiritual wisdom. Arjuna seeks Krishna's guidance, and Krishna begins to teach him about the true nature of life, duty, and the self. This is where Sankhya Yoga begins. The teachings of Sankhya Yoga. Krishna explains that Arjuna's grief stems from his attachment to the physical forms of his loved ones. He is seeing the body and not the eternal soul within. The body is temporary, but the soul is eternal and indestructible. Krishna teaches that the soul never dies. It merely changes bodies, just like we change clothes. This knowledge forms the core of Sankhya Yoga. Krishna encourages Arjuna to transcend the temporary emotions of sorrow and fear by understanding the imperishable nature of the soul. He says, "The soul is not born, nor does it ever die. It does not come into being, nor cease to exist. It is eternal, everlasting, and primeval. It is not slain when the body is slain." Bhagavad Gita 2.20. Arjuna's dilemma is based on his misunderstanding of the self as the body. Krishna urges him to rise above this misconception and see the larger truth. The soul is beyond birth and death, and thus, no one truly dies. The path of duty, karma. Krishna also emphasizes the importance of performing one's duty, karma, without attachment to the results. Arjuna, being a warrior, has a duty to fight in the war. He should focus on his duty and not on the outcome of the battle, because the results are controlled by divine will. In Sankhya Yoga, Krishna teaches that one should perform their duties selflessly, without being affected by success or failure, victory or defeat. This is the path to liberation. Conclusion. Sankhya Yoga in the Bhagavad Gita teaches Arjuna, and all of us, how to view life through the lens of eternal wisdom. By understanding that the soul is immortal and unchanging, one can rise above worldly attachments, fears, and doubts. Through knowledge, selfless action, and spiritual wisdom, we can attain liberation and inner peace. This understanding helped Arjuna regain his courage and fight the battle with clarity and righteousness. The teachings of Sankhya Yoga remain timeless, offering guidance for overcoming the challenges of life by recognizing the eternal truth of the soul.